Okay, let's see, can we focus here? So this that electric parking brake motor that we have to get off before we can get the caliper off to get to the brake pads. So I'm finna work on taking this off. It's two hex bolts, one here and one on the other side that you can't see, one here and one on the opposite side that you take off, and basically this motor just pops right out, and then it has a little electrical connection. And then we'll use another hex to start turning the motor to release it, and then this caliper will pop off and we'll be down to the brake pads. Okay, we got those two little screws out, got the motor out. Hold, that's the gear that drives the motor. Hold for the screws, gear drives the motor. Motor's out. All right, now we can turn this right here. We turn that. You turn it counterclockwise to loosen. It ain't lefty loosey righty tighty, it's the opposite. So it's lefty tighty righty loosey on this motor. So we turn that, it'll start to release the little piston inside here, and then we'll be able to pull this brake caliper off and get down to the pads. And then of course we got to loosen these as well. I'm trying to just take y'all step by step as best as I can without someone actually sitting here holding the phone as I do it. I'm a one-man show today, but I'm trying to help y'all as much as I can if you got to do this job, and hopefully it'll save you some money. We got those two big bolts out right there. Big bolts that went on the guides, top, bottom, and I actually turned the little gear to loosen the motor. So now this piston pops out. When you turn that gear, you basically bringing this piston in. You compressing this piston when you turn that gear, and that relieves pressure off the brake pad itself, and which allows that to pop out. Now we're gonna check these pins. As you can see, these pins are frozen tight. Check this bottom one, frozen tight. So we're gonna have to remove those and grease those up and get that piston on the way in, and we'll get this thing slapped back together. All right, it's actually not that bad once you know what you're doing with this, but if you never messed with it, you just used to doing brakes on 1990 vehicles, it will be a little disconcerting. But if you find this video, hopefully this video will help you out. Look at these pads, y'all. See, can I get one out? Uh-oh, got one out. Okay, we having the same issue over here with these pads. Look, that little lip, the pad's not flat, got that little lip in it from rubbing. That's not good, not good at all. So it looked just like that other side over there. So this was way past due. Way past due. All right, I'll get with y'all when I'm putting it all back together. All right, one more point I want to make. When you're working on these, you got to have something to squeeze that piston as you turn that piece right there. As you turn the little gear drive in there, you got to have something to squeeze to put pressure. It don't take a whole bunch of pressure, but you got to have something to press it in as it release pressure from that motor. And I'm just using some oil filter pliers, but any big set of pliers will do. So as you can see, I got the piston pressed in, but you gotta spin that as you apply pressure. You can't just apply pressure and it'll go in. It will not. You gotta turn it as you put pressure. All right, y'all, got everything greased up. And by the way, I'm using this ceramic brake part lubricant. I think I bought it on Amazon for like 12 bucks, 10, 12 bucks. I got these pins freed up. You can see, moves freely. That's what you want to see. This top one moves freely. That's what you want to see. You want to see that moving freely. I got the brake pads greased up. Wherever anything makes contact is where you put grease. and that'll keep down your noise. I got the caliper greased up. All right, she ready to go back together. I just got one hand, so I'm gonna try to one hand this bad boy, see what I got. All right, can you see? Shit, I can't see. Talking about can't you see? I can't see. All right, got that caliper on there. Got the caliper on there. Trying to make this contact, man. Make this content. Y'all subscribe, man, so YouTube can start paying me for this hard work, man. I respect anybody out there making content and working at the same time. If you working and making content, man, I respect you, because it is not as easy as they may make it seem. And by the way, I'm putting these bolts in to the guide pins up here. All right, we're gonna get those secured. Then once we get those secured, we're gonna screw down that motor, that emergency brake motor. Then we'll put the extra motor back in place. That old lady walking her dogs. I think she got a dog in the stroller too. She actually walking a dog and stroller in a dog. All right, got that on. All right, now we gotta tighten that motor back down. I'm using this right here to tighten that motor down, a little hex. It says CRV7, and it fits perfect into that little hole back here. I can't see what I'm doing, but it fits perfect. And remember, this is the opposite, so this is lefty tighty. So you want to tighten it down, okay, about right there. Okay, now we're ready to slap that motor back in place. All right, man, I wish I had somebody come hold this camera. Who want to apprentice? Who want to be my apprentice, my Padawan? All right, got that. I think I got it lined up. We about to find out. Let's try to get a screw in. I think I got it lined up. Can you see what's going on? I can't see what's going on. All right, got a screw. All right. I think I got a thread going. All right, y'all get the point. I'm gonna do that. This screw, get that other screw in. Tighten these down. Plug in the connector right here. Plug in this connector. Put the tire back on, and we good to go. So I'll show y'all the finished product, and I take it on a test drive. Take it on this maiden voyage. Hope everything works.